It wasn't a performance, a comeback, or even a single word spoken. Yet February 2026 will be remembered as the month the entire entertainment universe realigned around one man, Kim Taehyung. A single, candid image surfaced online. It wasn't staged. There was no PR push behind it. And within hours, the digital world ground to a halt. Trending lists were rewritten. Timelines were flooded. The silence from the man himself was deafening, and yet his presence was felt more powerfully than ever. What was it about this specific moment that created such a seismic shift? He stood on a city bridge, the winter air visible around him, car lights blurring into streaks of gold and red behind his silhouette. A simple black jacket, a beanie pulled low, a mask hiding half his face. He was looking at his phone, a mundane act for anyone else. For him, it was a portrait that captivated millions. This wasn't just about the visual perfection, the way his features seemed carved from classical marble. This was about what his eyes conveyed. A quiet intensity, a watchful calm. It was the look of someone who has walked through fire and emerged with a deeper understanding of the world. Because the face the world saw in February wasn't the same one that had enlisted years before. His mandatory military service was more than a duty fulfilled. It was a crucible. Fellow soldiers and Korean media spoke of his unwavering focus and adaptability. He learned to read a room in an entirely new way, to anticipate, to protect. That training is now etched into his very posture. He doesn't just stand in a space, he occupies it with a grounded awareness that commands attention without demanding it. Social media analysts, scrambling to explain the surge, coined terms like the gravitational pull of authenticity. But it's simpler than that. It's the undeniable force of a star whose light isn't reflected from stages or spotlights, but generated from within. When a presence is this powerful, it needs no announcement, only witnesses. And the world became a witness in February. But as his light intensified, so did the shadows that try to obscure it. Predictably, the rumor mills churned back to life. Whispers designed to fragment the narrative resurfaced, particularly targeting the one bond that time has proven unbreakable, his brotherhood with Jungkook. These attempts are as predictable as they are futile. Their story wasn't written in a tabloid. It was forged in the trainee dorms, on the stages of endless award shows, and through the shared weight of carrying a global phenomenon on their shoulders. The bond between Taehyung and Jungkook is a testament of years of shared silence, shared struggle, and shared triumph. To attempt to fracture that narrative is to ignore a decade of visible, undeniable truth. It reveals more about the intent of the rumor than the reality of the men. What the gossip often overlooks is the profound respect Taehyung earned during his service. This wasn't a celebrity coasting through a requirement. It was a man immersing himself in a new reality, earning the respect of his peers not for his fame, but for his grit. Behind the universally acclaimed visuals lies a resilience that February put on full display. He didn't need to speak to prove his strength. His very existence in that moment was the proof. And the response from those who know him best was immediate. Across fan platforms, a wave of emotional solidarity washed away the negativity. Messages weren't just supportive, they were defiant. They were declarations of a trust built not on fleeting moments, but on a foundation of years. This isn't just fandom, it's a collective emotional intelligence that recognizes and protects a genuine connection. Storms may trend, but the light built on trust never fades. The image from the bridge has transcended its status as a photograph. It's become a symbol of February 2026. A quiet night, a gentle snowfall, and a star standing close, tangible, and warm for those who care to see. The louder the rumors try to shout, the more profound his silence becomes. And that is his ultimate defiance.
His strength isn't in his rebuttal, it's in his radiant stillness.
This month served as a powerful reminder of a universal truth. The noise of trending topics is temporary. It rises and falls with the news cycle. But the connection built on genuine trust and the quiet observation of a life lived with integrity, that is indelible. Kim Taehyung is not merely a fixture in pop culture. He is a symbol of mature resilience and a bridge of emotional connection that spans languages and borders. The question isn't whether his star will continue to burn. The question is whether the world is finally ready to accept that this particular light was never dependent on the stage to shine. It was always there. February 2026 just proved that we are finally ready to look. So consider this. If a single silent image of a man on a bridge can shatter global trends, if his quiet presence can speak louder than any announcement, what does that say about the true scope of his influence? Why does his silence echo louder than any other voice? February 2026 answered that definitively. Light doesn't need a microphone, it just needs to be. And Kim Taehyung simply is. Thank you for staying with me until the end. Your presence here means you're part of the conversation that values truth over noise. If this perspective resonated with you, please hit the like button right now and let YouTube know this story matters. Share your own thoughts in the comments below. I read them. And if you want to continue exploring the real stories behind the headlines, make sure to subscribe to Celeb World Insight and hit the notification bell. Share this video with someone who needs to be reminded of the power of quiet strength. And if this isn't your style, no worries, the algorithm will figure it out. But those who stay until the end know that the deepest connections aren't the loudest, they're the most genuine. I'll see you in the next deep dive.